Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
5-9, 61, matchbox, white.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Hey, easy.
Here's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Saints first down.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. Over. Yellow lady, yellow lady. We go 21, 21. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, easy.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready. You ready? Mike 54.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Rams will get it at the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. You remember?
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 41-yard line.
76. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. 5. Shift. 49. Hey, 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 20. 54. Rip left.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Ric Flair. 47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Hey, Haywood. Mike's 47. Mike.
From the red zone now, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline now for the PAT. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Breeze going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 2nd and a long way to go. Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. You're trash. You're trash.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I got you. I got you. 47.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To throw is Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, Marco.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
95-56, 95-56.
24 is the mic.
Oh, you got D? You're good, you're good. 5-4, ready.
24 is the mic.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Breeze to throw again. The open man is Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Hey, 24 is the mic.
Hey, easy. Get ready.
Again, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, deep tight.
Hey, easy.
48.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. His throw incomplete. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 48, Mike. Here we go. Mike, 48.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the run.
Hey, easy.
Now Breeze again. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, easy.
Now Breeze. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
76. 76.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Go, go.
56.
Hey, live. Live.
56.
Live. Live.
The final shot before break here. Gone. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check, check, 47. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Able to power through. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Brings up third down.
Coming to you, coming to you. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Let's get the ball.
Cooper.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Throwing on third. Goff. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. He's got him in. Complete. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Rip right. 47's the mark, boy. 5. 47. 5.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Not today, you are. Not today. Both say, kill. Watch the curve. Watch.
Third and long. It's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
We got to step it up. 47, Mike.
Go, 12, let's go.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
24's the mic. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
Bravo.
You don't want none.
Here we go.
Now Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Hey, easy.
On first down, Breeze. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 60 or.
What you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check. 21, 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Rams' 4-yard line.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Breeze now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Ready.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 36, 36. Hey, easy.
That's mine. I got him. I got him.
0-2, 0-2. Ready, check.
Breeze now. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
2, 2.
47, Mike, 47.
Hey, orbit.
47's the Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47. I know he ain't got it. Mike.
Here's Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll go down at the 28. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
14. 14.
Come on, the ball. 47.
Goff now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
We got 4.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Early on 1st down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hold on.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.